Hello, we are back here for LCK Challenger League live at the WDG Esports Studio. I am Valdez. With me is Cronny, aka the Chronic. How are you doing,
AKA
the Chronic?
Cronny1, aka Chronic Keckler.
The Chronic.
It's just the Chronic now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Nice.
I'm good. We just had a true peak Challenger series. The only thing we haven't gotten today yet is an Elder Flip, so hopefully that in the next series we'll get one. I'm a little bit disappointed when my Challenger ends without that signature. Will they get it? Will they not? Did anything in the past 40 minutes matter? Did it not?
No.
Haven't gotten that yet.
I liked how the one team took the Elder Drake that time. DRX just kind of got it.
They did.
And there was no flip. That was weird. It's very strange and not
when
what
they
we're
just
used
gave
to.
Soul, and they was like, nah, we're not going to flip.
You know, we do have a couple of people that are pretty excited about KDF, Kwangdong, and the fact that there might be an Elder Flip now because this team is coming on out. What do you think?
I think Kwangdong haven't been that good. They really miss Bulldog, and at this point, Bulldog might miss them as well because the team atmosphere, which looked like, I think Kwangdong looked really good for like the first 4 weeks, and then week 5 it was like a little, and now in week 6 it starts. It feels like they've been, and I'm not talking about them not winning because I think that that's fine for a team with these players, but I've read some mildly worrying interviews from the coaching staff that made me go, oh no, I've seen this movie before, and the team always was Ilma and Bulldog, and could they carry? And then now Bulldog's gone, and Ilma's back today, which is cool, but just one player isn't enough unless you're Pays. And Pays was kind of special even in Challengers, so not looking too hot.
He was special, yeah, very much. One thing I don't want to see is Bull playing Varus on hit. If we could just get anything that's not that, I'll be happy. Like literally anything I'm okay with, you know, Draven, he can play Ziggs again if he wants. I don't really care as long as it's not on hit Varus for Bull. Then I would be happy. Bull was playing Varus last week. Yes,
He knows.
I know.
He's aware.
What's up, Peru?
Also, Pays was not always enough. No, not even remotely. He got into playoffs though. That was cool. And then they didn't. Yeah, particularly in challengers. Like if your hands are good enough for team fights, then you can win any game. Well, not any, but a lot.
What do you think about Courage in the jungle?
I have zero opinion on anyone on Kwangdong. Like, I barely cast them this split. I just always missed them. They were always on the day that I was not.
We always cast them.
Yeah,
I know a lot about this team.
I have no real. Yeah, that's the change up for me for last year. I actually don't feel like I have that good a grasp of many.
Why weren't you watching when you weren't casting?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm lazy. I'm sorry.
Where's your passion?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Valdez.
I thought you cared about challengers and about League of Legends and about all the fans. You know,
and I'm letting them down one day at a time.
Obviously. That's okay. I mean, we had Atlas in the chat. Wolf was there for like at least half a second, so like that counts, right?
I think it's good that there are casters who are not casting or taking time off. Although,
do you think it would help the broadcast if you had the rosters up and showed their challenger account stats along with their mains? Maybe gives us more to hear and grow our interest.
I don't know why we would need to know about their solo queue accounts.
Yeah, I don't think it really.
If you're wondering, are these players all challenger? Most of them will be, obviously, but these are not players that are just fished from solo queue. Almost every challenger players comes from the Academy series. That's where they're scouted. That's where they're picked up. And Academy series is basically teams being dragged or players being dragged straight from solo queue, and then playing for either the big orgs or teams like Shadow. Shadow Corp is one that's very popular. We've had some smaller. Spear was another one that used to be very, very big. I do in fact, or I used to play Dungeons & Dragons. Maybe I will at some point again. As the standings after the victory that we had for DRX, right now they are ahead of Hanwha, but looking at the game score, as long as Hanwha win in any way, they will be taking over that 4th space.
Shadow Corp sounds shady.
Yeah, it's really funny because
it is.
It actually sounds really shady,
shady
but
name.
There's a ton of players that are signed up by Shadow Corp. They're actually one of the best scouts for talent in Korea. There he is, back in the top lane. Our main man, Currently up to 3 Ls. We'll see how many you can get by the end of this year.
It's just barcode.
It is barcode, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Barcode ma. I love it. It's great.
Love it.
Love it.
These music, man.
D's music.
Yeah, this I was gonna say these tunes or this
D's music.
but I didn't manage to thread the needle on that one.
All right, look at that barcode there. It says Ilima is on a killing spree.
It's a good barcode.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I'm happy he's back. I as mentioned, I barely casted this iteration. If you're wondering where all the other players are, I don't know where Citrus is, actually. I have no idea what happened to him.
Who?
Citrus. He was the previous...
Who?
Yeah, exactly. And Minute is in the... Ooh, I checked this yesterday. I thought I was going to remember. He's either in the ERLs, the LLA, or the CBLOL, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the ERLs where he ended up. As this team 2-0 last week, I think it was KT, out of nowhere. And they have been kind of a wild card. Now, a lot of the Challenger teams are wild cards, but they feel like wilder than a lot of the wild cards. Weird drafts as well, a unprecedented and frankly unnecessary focus on Cassante. And G was champion pool, who, let's not forget, this man is a Challengers champion. He got there together with the rest of his gang, who now is not doing super hot, unfortunately.
I'm a big fan of Calyx. He is also one of these 2007 up-and-comers. He came in and he was getting work done on his Silas.
Getting it done.
And you'll note that he has a lot of fans, not only on... Wait. I think that might be a Call Me fan. I'm not sure. It's like Call X. Is that Call Me and Calyx together?
Actually,
is it Calyx and the I is the same length as the L? Where am I and who are these people?
That's kind of cool. Mihao fan, very cool as well.
The one in the middle says "Our dog Calyx."
I think it's just the, I think it's just the whole team.
Well, it says our puppy.
No, but like they have Jiwoo's T-shirt, and then they have HH, and then they have Mihao and Cat. I think that's just everyone. Nice. And you're like, no, I don't think that's true. Well, maybe not. Maybe not, Feldas. I wanted to believe.
What about this support matchup here? What do you think?
No strong opinion. I've been liking what I've seen from Nongshim. I don't think that these stats are really different at all. KDA is obviously higher, but Red Force is winning a lot more, so you're kind of expected to have that happen. And then Undeal this is his first split, and he's been there, like I said. I think this is my first Guangdong game that I've casted.
Nice.
Actually, in like, this is what, week 7?
Amazing.
That's wild. Same POC points is all that matters. True. And based on this, both these players like engager boards, but one of these players, only one, is playing with Jiwoo. And I'll generally pick the one that plays with Jiwoo, because Jiwoo has a wild champion pool. Although Samira did get nerfed a little bit.
He played a game of Misfortune.
Yeah, that was bad. Oh, I casted that one. I remember that. That was not good. That was
He
bad
has also
time.
played Neela 3 times.
Yeah, the Neela is the main one. So I guess you haven't done a lot of Nongshim then.
I've done like 1 or 2.
Like 1? Or,
Not as many as you.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think that this team should be favored, regardless of, you know, Kwangdong's recent match against T1. Before their match against T1, they lost 6 times in a row.
Yeah.
0 and 2.
And to
0 to 2.
To reiterate,
not won a game.
T1 is also free falling right now. Like that roster is really struggling. They're rapidly declining. Whereas Nongshim, they're on the upswing.
Yeah, I mean,
look at
KT.
Yeah, that's that 2-0 in particular. Like, yes, challenger teams are always going to oscillate a lot more between looking good and looking kind of troll, because they're very high variance teams.
Nongshim thriving.
But yeah, but we
you
do
don't know
see
about the thriving meme. That's a Wolfen
thing.
Yeah,
okay,
it's like a specific meme. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, well,
you don't get it, Chronicler.
Yeah, I feel like you've been. I'm just trying to have a good time with you,
okay,
and you're
yeah,
trying to
fine.
push me out of all these discussions.
No, it's okay. They're thriving. That's all you need to know.
Is this a bro and brew thing again?
No, it's different.
No, it's different.
Bro and brew is from LCK.
Okay.
Even some of these people might not even know about that.
What are our memes, Feldas?
We don't have any yet.
We don't?
This is our first time
Well,
doing challengers.
For challengers, yeah.
Yeah, for challenger memes.
Oh, you're talking specifically challenge games. Okay.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bro and Brew.
Well, maybe, not maybe. If we get to 9 games today,
Oh,
I
they
assure
banned
you,
Varus.
we will, in fact, get memes. We will also lose our mind. As Caitlyn does get banned, very good.
Guess who's not banned?
Lucian, Nami, Zeri, Lulu, Lucian, Nami.
Annie.
Doesn't matter.
It's
no,
not
yeah,
banned.
it's no, that's fine. They first pick Annie, and then here we go.
Annie isn't banned.
Do it. Do it. Do it. No shit. Do it. You know you want to. Calix, give us the buffed Orianna. Champion got a little bit more love this patch.
This
although I
man
don't
is
think
not an
it's that.
Orianna player.
Well, Calix, I mean, I don't think a lot of our LCK players are. Because none of them are old enough. The Gragas tech? The flex pick? Well, we will might get that later.
So, yeah, Kalix, he has played mostly Akali and Silas. Just imagine that he is Zeka.
I mean, yeah, I know, but I also expect Zeka to at some point pick up Orianna. Champion's really good. If you build damage and not build Rod of Ages into not damage items, please. Zeri, Lulu, Lucian, Nami coming through.
Gragas.
But the Gragas, I'm kind of... Oh my god.
Draven, Annie.
It's happening.
Wait, Draven, Nautilus.
Oh my god, they're gaming. They're
Any
going
gamers
in
in the chat?
hard. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, just pick Braum.
Oh,
no
god.
shit. You beautiful team.
Oh, look at the giggles. They're like, oh yeah, we got him good. That's a great draft from Nongshim thus far. You're playing Draven and Annie into Gragas by itself. Sounds kind of dicey because of the cost.
Oh, hey, Extreme is back. He asks, do you read chat when casting LCK adult version?
No. Why
No.
would I? When we're actually casting a game, reading chat is not,
No.
I don't think is good.
But when we're in challengers, it's a whole new story.
Yes.
So Vi's going to get banned here. No jungle pick for the side of Guangdong Freaks. Technically, no jungle pick for Nongshim, although the Gragas could go there.
You can do it, Sounda.
You can do it.
break the Gragas.
Break the Gragas.
I can't beatbox well enough. I wanted to follow it up with a drop, but I don't think I can. What players from LCS do you think could hang in LCK? Probably the FlyQuest mid and 80 carry, and maybe Liquid's jungler, but I think right now he's not looking too hard.
Yeah, I'd agree. There's like about 3 players.
Yeah, those two. I've heard the FlyQuest top laner is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
He could maybe do it.
True.
Those would be my main ones from the top of my head. As we are banning Gangplank as well, which might mean that they are looking to
Play Gnar?
play Gnar here. Yeah, that would be my guess. Ilima also was a mean Gangplank. It was one of the few champions that he was able to
True.
reliably 1v9 on. So that was cool. I personally say pick not Gnar here, so that you can make sure that you get a counter pick for, against Ilima, because Ilima is, in my opinion, and I know he hasn't played this split, but he's the guy. You know, he's the guy that does it all, that can 1v9 back when he was good. Oh my god. Wait, so you go Gragas jungle, Yasuo mid? Or you mean Guangdong goes just Yasuo?
Nongshim goes Yasuo mid. I'm sure Kalix could play it. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, Sounda can play Gragas jungle, that's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. I think that's more likely than the mid Gragas at this point.
What is Challengers? Is this not normal LCK? This is not normal LCK. This is Challengers. Prince is not good enough. I said the 80 carry from FlyQuest. That is, in fact, Prince.
Yeah.
Challengers is the system under the LCK. So these players are part of technically the same roster as the LCK team, but they are up-and-coming players that are being developed. So yeah, I might as well go full all-in on the dive. You're playing a full melee comp, while barring Annie, into Braum!
Oh, man.
Into Braum Gragas!
What could go wrong?
They have Sedge Braum!
Okay, wait. So is Sedge going mid or is Sedge going jungle?
No, it's just Gragas mid.
No, I want to see Sejuani mid again.
No.
No.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. I like the Guangdong draft in some situations, but they're playing into Braum, Gragas, and Sedge. Like, that's a nightmare.
If Bro and Brew is for LCK, can challengers have Guangdong and get your drink on?
Sure.
Sure.
I like that. That's the creativity that we
When you
applaud.
Guangdong and get your drink on, what do you guys drink?
Water.
Water.
Water. I drink,
water.
yeah, no, I drink water, tea, and
Where did my
and
water
coffee.
go?
I don't know. I
It's
think
gone.
he left it. It's gone forever.
My water's gone.
So Kwangdong's drafts can win if Nongshim make mistakes. If both teams execute perfectly, I like the Nongshim drafts a lot more. Like, a lot more. The one downside is that in the laning phase, I can see them having some issues. And the snowball potential for Kwangdong is amazing. And it's challenger, so nothing I say about this draft matters. In an ideal game, Nongshim hits 6 across the board and then uses their CC chain to just dunk on Kwangdong, get Jiwoo fed and chill. Kwangdong though have individual pick potential that is nuts. And if they can utilize that to maybe get Ilma ahead, to get Bull, some cash outs, to get Cleaver ahead, then they can get it done. But if you get into the mid to late game on relatively even footing into the Nongshim comp, you are doomed.
They could be. They do have Tibbers, which I think could be a wild card. Tibbers is
a wild card.
really good
Yes.
at this game. So who knows? And it's challengers, so maybe full Smork is just the best. Just
It
press
can
your
be.
buttons and attack them. Just do the damage and the stuns.
Just kill them.
Yeah, just win.
Just murder them.
We are ready, guys. This is game 1 of the second series of tonight. I'm just off today. I can't do it.
It's okay.
We need Atlas back.
One day. Maybe I'm miscounting, and you're the one who's
No, I don't think so.
on beat, and then
I'm not.
just
I don't
I'm
know.
not hitting it.
Jesus, that was awful. See?
Yeah.
Just getting owned.
Getting owned by chat. That's really our entire experience
Yeah.
in challengers, though. Cost us kick W, yeah. Well, no, we know there's no do-do-do. We always have to do do-do-do. So that makes sense. Oh, Bulls 1 and 6 on Draven?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
It's okay. It's the same on Varus.
Well, they are losing a lot.
But yeah, it's just a team that's, you know, what are they, like 7th or 8th right now? So
Yeah.
what are you
They're
going to do?
ninth.
Like, yeah, okay. They're 9th. But he goes back to Draven. And that's fine. If you're going to go full Smork, I think Draven is a fantastic pick.
Yeah. Oh, Ilma. Get him.
Get.
Boy, he doesn't get him. That is Braum.
That's Braum.
That is Braum.
Guess who's got a real... Okay, he's even going to exhaust. He's like, yeah, you want to go? You want to throw down with me?
Yeah, he had to cleanse. That's Braum. Yeah, I think Braum's so good. You have to... Well, now you don't have your...
Okay, well, they're... Okay.
Feeling a lot better.
Nice. A couple of very aggressive axe throws. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Ooh, Sauna halving away. I wouldn't mind either jungler just paying a visit here. This bot lane is kind of Armageddoning. They do have vision. He is up.
And...
Ooh.
I thought he was going to hook, but he didn't.
Might get zoned out. Yeah, they're definitely going to not be able to contest the wave here and will drop level 2. But actually diving them is not going to be an option. So we'll just be early prio here for Bull and Andil. And Sauna just took the red buff, took Grom, took blue. Now on his way towards the top half of the map is doing his Raptors at the moment. Courage. Ooh,
The
cheeky,
Raptors.
cheeky invade. Raptors.
The Raptorses.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Ooh,
Here comes Courage. He is on the hunt. And he is Lee Sin. Q is going to hit the Krug, but the slowdown will come in. Bit of damage. He hops to the ward. That Sounda will scan away. As I think he actually smited that. Yeah, he did.
Sauna got it.
Sounda got it. That's a little stunnerino.
That's bad. That is a deep invade. That's not working
Ooh.
out. Oh my god.
Do you think he sees the frog?
No, he won't. It's only when you're in vision.
Oh, look at the frog. Okay,
Well, now they know.
now they know.
But they-
now you can't really.
yeah.
Oh, hits
No,
the
you
Q. There's
can't.
the hook shot. Yeah, it's enough damage. They get in. They blow him up. First blood given over to Kwangdong Freaks. Love
I'm
it.
a bit surprised. I thought Mia would be fine, but he didn't flash the Q. And I thought Sauna could maybe go for the interrupts on the Lee Q, but didn't find it.
Yeah,
And,
Miles just saving it for the next game.
okay, so okay, I'm not gonna even. So Sauna has Q here as well, right? So if he gets the interrupt here, okay, yeah. So actually, really well done. There, if Meow is a little bit closer to the turret, then maybe they can get an extra shot in, but Courage didn't even go for the Q. Actually, very well done. So flashes, make sure that Sound doesn't hit, and then hits the E. And Ilima at that point has his shield back up and has a grass proc, so has the damage to take down the Gnar. And Ilima carry angle. I'm all here for it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Somebody also ping Wolf and tell him that Courage is playing well. He's a big Courage fan.
Nice.
Yeah. So things looking up.
Things looking decent.
I mean, if you're going to play this comp, you have to get ahead.
Yeah,
because if you don't get ahead, you will lose.
If Ilima
I mean, it is challengers,
comes
but-
out and just completely
Oh.
they know. Yeah, if Brom starts walking up, you know something's very, very wrong. You know life is not good, and things are about to get ugly. But already, big lead for Ilima. And I have been a big Ilima enjoyer, Ilima fan for a decent amount of time. So if he comes in and hard carries a game, I would be okay with that. Wouldn't mind that one bit. That'd be lovely. Is this best of 5? It is
Sure.
not. It is a best of 3. There'll be plenty of gameplay.
Used to be best of ones.
It used to be a lot of best of ones.
Like a lot of them.
Like
too many.
Lot. Too many, yeah. Yeah, 4 round robins is too many.
Yeah,
round
4
robins.
many.
You,
Yeah, not 2, 4.
yeah, I get it.
Okay, we're going to harass. This is what Gragas does. I mean, he's just Gragas, right? So
Those
trying to get the 50
mechanics.
gold. Trying to get the 50 gold. Ah, he's not gonna get it. That's okay.
He's fine. He doesn't mind. Now, when it comes to the overall gold, we do see that the early advantage there for Kwangno. And
Oh, flashes in. He's got the Hextech ultimatum, but Mihail gets under the turret, which is going to make a big difference here. He's also got Mega Gnar on the way. You can see he's trying to force the issue just a bit. Still has flash. So Ilima trying to make the play, but not able to ultimatum before the hop comes in.
and thought that he had a little bit more damage than he did. If he has... Oh,
Oh, there is flash from
Oh.
Sounda, and Cleaver in a bit of trouble. Even with the W stun, not enough as Cards goes in, hits the whip on the backside of those guys. As now Sounda trying to just get out of here, waiting for the aftershock. Q is going to miss though, so that's going to be the end of that. 2 mid laners in the death chamber.
well done by Courage, but man, that was some clean mechanics from Calyx. Actually impressed by his Gragas play there. Hitting the cask and the combo with his barrel. Very, very nicely done. Love to see a replay of that. But again, Courage is there to counteract the early plays. Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Braum just going to have to flash away. Bull is in there like swimwear, but he is not going to continue as okay.
Oh, is it?
Goodbye, Jiu.
He's piecing out. Yeah, watch again. Like, Karas' combo here is actually quite clean. Love that.
He
Love that.
threw a cask on him.
Yeah, and then he had the barrel ready. The Courage is there. And Lee getting decently fed. Of course, got his scaling buff a few patches ago, which is nice. And the gold lead, exactly the same. No difference. Just stays where it was previously. We do have the Catalyst now done for Calyx. Is going for that patented 2-item power spike of the Rod of Ages and a simultaneous Saris.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one when it comes to power spikes. Seraphs is a very strong item.
That it is. That it is, Valdez. Is this enough of a lead? Well, if they get a dragon or two and are able to pick up the Herald, I'm going to say, yeah. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Looking all right. Now, will that happen?
Uh-huh.
I do not know, Valdez.
Card seems like he's on his game today. It feels like he has direction in this game where he's like, okay, I know where to
Ooh,
gank,
double
I know
H.
where to pressure, I know I need to.
They're a
And
6.
yeah.
Double H needs to soak some XP here.
Okay, well, might be able to actually get the stun in. The cask is huge as Calyx is going to set this one up, and now Ondil and Courage are trying to force this one as he will ult and just hook away. Not able to get anything going.
Yeah, the amount of CC that the Nongshim comp has is disgusting.
All right, so Nongshim get Rift Herald now and they just win, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
What is the default Gregor's AP build? So default will always be... well, it's kind of hard because there are a lot of variable build paths. In some matchups, you can go for Leandries if you're playing into a lot of health stacking or tanks. If you go for a Everfrost build, if you want to really just like hit consistent CC combos. And yeah, this run from Andil I think is the main reason. They're also somewhat behind as Cleaver made his way back to the lane earlier. And I also think that a Drake is more valuable here for Nongshim. If they don't get Drake here, if they don't get anything, then I'll be a little bit worried. But picking up Drake here is going to be a much more consistent time buyer, right? Might be the difference between not giving up a soul to your opponent. And I think Drakes in general are just kind of OP. They got buffed.
They do be strong.
They're really, really good. Now this Drake individually obviously means that doesn't mean that much, but we'll figure it out.
Braum comes in, fails to steal it away, but it was a good effort.
Who will win? You never know. It's challengers. Don't. If you're a new challenger viewer and you're like, why do you not know? I think based on draft, Nongshim are looking really good. They should be favored, but...
Wait, you just saw him on a ward.
Didn't they? Did
yeah,
he like...
you just saw him on a ward. Okay, flash in, he's dead. So that's what happens when you see him on a ward and you don't respect. Or
like,
if he crosses over a ward and you weren't looking at your mini-map and you didn't know.
I'm like, did he walk through Gromp?
No.
I'm like...
Maybe, actually, maybe he did.
Yeah, because there was no... Like, I don't see a way where you're playing into Camille and you see Lee on that ward and you're like, no, I'm fine.
That wouldn't happen. Somebody,
okay,
no,
well,
yeah,
never mind.
He killed a blue buff on
I have no clue. Yeah, no idea. Like, he wants to get the crash.
He wants to get the cannon too.
I mean, yeah, if he doesn't get the crash here, his lane, his wave state is like pretty abhorrent. But you just gotta take the L. You have TP, right? Just back. Like, just back, TP back, and then you're fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I was defending him, man.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the AIs have changed us out, guys.
Hey,
sorry, we got a new patch. Feeling a little bit more, I'm not talking about the game. Anyway, in the mid lane, we do have a bit of a interesting matchup.
Chronicler and Valdez, AI version 2.0. Better and more improved. Beep boop.
Okay, we're loaded in.
Okay, sorry. Everything okay? Yeah, are we back?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Illima does have flash here, so let's see how this goes. He's going to get kited out.
As long as he doesn't use hookshot, I think he's fine.
Well, he is going, yeah. Okay, nice little interrupt comes in. Can they get the Gnar back? And yes, they will. No flash, no hookshot available. Illima is DED. Okay, well, gonna miss the boulder, and he might, nope, okay. Gonna hit the second one. All right, there you go. Nice little play as Cards once again is on vision. This time Nongshim will respect it.
Ooh, do they?
Kind of and not really, as they're trying to trade this one back, but now Ju might just go down. The stun comes in though, as they will take out the Zeri. The cast's not going to hit, but it will hit onto the Annie, which is still a kill that goes into the pockets of Kalix.
Why would you do it? That, like, it's Braum, man. It's like what the champion does.
Who's Braum?
Braum. You can't dive Braum.
Yeah, they don't care about Braum. They just fight.
As, yeah, hookshot here almost gets it done. Really good interrupt by Sounda. I think the hookshot goes off, then Ilma can then subsequently make his way out, maybe with a flash, but not going to be the case. Instead, he just dies, unfortunately. Is a great gank, and then here, this is on vision again. This is a Braum with exhaust. Like, you need to wait for Annie.
Yeah, but it's 4v3, 4v2.
Just wait for Annie, and this is fine.
4v2.
Like, Braum, if Braum's there, the Annie doesn't really matter nearly as much.
Bull doesn't get the shutdown, or he doesn't get the cash out, and he also got his ult blocked by Braum, which
like,
would have last hit him.
Yeah, if Annie's there, that's fine. Just wait, like, 3 seconds.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just don't know who Braum is, and you don't wait for your Annie. Now, the Rift was taken here by Kwangdong Freaks. Gonna get a bit of damage for Ilima. They know where their bread is buttered. Do you butter your bread?
Yeah, big fan.
So, do you toast it on a frying pan or in a toaster?
Toaster.
Toaster?
I have a great toaster oven. Yeah.
So you, okay, so you put the butter on after?
Depends. Sometimes before.
Have you ever eaten French toast while in Korea?
No, because I don't trust French toast in Korea.
You can make it yourself.
Oh, yeah, no, I have made it myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I thought you were talking about ordering French toast in Korea.
No, of course not.
No, I mean, well, exactly. Like, you know,
Not in
I
Korea,
was,
no.
No, I was very, very like. Why would you ask me this, Velbus? I've had one Pop-Tart in my life, and I did not
Have you
like
ever put
it.
butter on a Pop-Tart? No, I don't think
I'm
going to
I've
do
had,
that.
Didn't you give me like?
Yeah,
one?
it was me. Yeah. I was trying to introduce you to American culture, which is artificial sweetener
I didn't
and
really-
dried bread.
It's fine in Korea. What?
Yeah, but Atlas goes to like nice places.
Yeah. I'm
He doesn't
actually
go to Paris
no.
Baguette.
I actually went. I think generally don't order French toast. If you go to a specific nice brunch place, the French toast will be fine.
Yeah, sure. Depends on where you go.
Yeah.
So Kwangdong are going to get this Infernal Drake. This is actually going to be really big for them because they need that. Otherwise, they would not be in a great spot. Mountain Soul is not what they wanted to see. Although it can be good for them if they pick it up.
If you go to ship places, it'll be no. But Atlas, like it's in general.
Find?
No, it's fine. If you go to
No, find.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I thought I could trust Atlas. If you go to any place in like, even if it's bad, it won't be bad. Okay. Whereas if you're going in Korea, and I think the overall level is just a lot lower of a lot of foods, and the overall level for a lot of other stuff is much higher. But when it comes to specifically French toast, I don't think that Korea does that well, and that's okay. Don't think they need to.
Says the guy who hasn't
No,
tried it.
I had.
What? You said you made it yourself.
Well, also that, but also I had French toast at a brunch place like 2 weeks ago.
So you were lying.
No, it was specifically at that brunch place.
Well, I asked you if you had it in Korea, and you said no. And then I asked you if you had never made it, and you're like, well, yeah, I made it. But I haven't had it outside.
I guess you're right. No, I have. Yeah, it was the first time 2 weeks ago. Cool, man. Liar or rude?
That's not fair. We can't gang up on him.
You know what the thing is like Atlas isn't casting with me today, so he's not getting his quote out.
Yeah,
bullying
he needs
me.
to. He
So
needs
he's
to get
actually, I can hear him laughing right now. He's like in chat, like, I got him. Wait, what was that laugh? Someone else was laughing in the game.
It's probably Draven.
I do have a grin on. I have to say, yeah, of course you do.
Do you have a Changi on your chest?
I kind of
Atlas.
Atlas went from being super into the games and now it's completely waffling about French toast in Korea. Yeah, that's the challenger experience.
No, we're not
baby.
waffling. We're talking about French toast. God, it's not even listening.
I'm also not that into Korean waffles. Is this the times I have that conversation?
Korean waffles.
Yeah.
Korean waffles are
kind of mid.
They're okay.
They're not great. But I have very high standards because I used to work in Belgium and their waffles are the best in the world. So it's not unfair.
You're acting like they're named Belgian waffles or something.
Yep. Your roast ruined the potential of these potentially good casters. Oh, the potential meme. I love it. Favorite champion? Talia for me.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
How?
No, I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
You dirty Ziggs player. Don't high road me.
Yeah, no, Ziggs is fine. Favorite fruit? I'm going to have to go ahead and say tomato.
Might be apple for me.
It's definitely not tomato, by the way.
No, Atlas just loves stirring the pot. Might be apple. Apple, I think, is the most versatile. Apple or... It's probably mango. They have potentially less potential than I initially thought.
Potentially less potentially than I
potentially
thought.
Made that purpose.
He didn't even get his third potentially, and if he's going to use it on the third one.
Thoughts on Hainanese chicken rice? It's amazing. It's so good.
Never had it.
Love it. I can ask if tomorrow I can make for you sometimes. It's
awesome.
Incredible.
Yes.
Really, really good.
Pineapple is goat. Is
Also,
pineapple a fruit?
Yes. Without, like, there's not really any... Why are you saying this with ambiguity?
What do you mean? I mean,
Pineapple is fruit. What do you... What?
I mean, it's a bit bigger than other fruits,
No,
so I thought maybe...
It's just a fruit, Valdez.
What do you mean? I mean, it could just be like a berry.
Berries are also fruit.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are all berries fruits?
Yes.
Okay, this is a dead Gnar. This is what you do with this comp. You find a person and you click your buttons on him and he dies. So they've got that going on, which is really nice, actually.
So watermelon is... yeah.
Watermelon is not a fruit?
Yes, it is. It's because you were talking about size, Valdez.
Doesn't watermelon come out of the ground?
This doesn't mean it's not fruit. Also, I think
Maybe
it grows on the
it's
ground.
like a potato.
Wait.
Okay, here we go. That is a AP Gragas. He's not that tanky. Will he stopwatch? Yes, he will. Creates a lot of space for Jiu, and he actually does get out, as Kalix does have pretty godly hands, and no cash in for Bull. He still won't get it. Even the flash last hit isn't enough.
Wait, are they re-engaging?
Okay, they got like a little angle here with the TP coming in, but
500 Draven stacks. He has
oh
IE.
man,
An Essence Reaver.
Do the caster eat greens ever?
Yes.
I had celery literally yesterday. I also had a Subway sandwich today that had green vegetables on it, okay?
Why the caster so off topic? It takes away from the game. You
True.
just don't get it, man. That's the point. We need
It's
to
okay,
cope.
he's diabetic, you know, I understand.
Oh, defense.
Okay, here we go. Trying to get on in here. Once again, Illima's got a really nice angle onto HH, but Bull is in a lot of trouble. Down he will go. And now that you don't have your Draven, is going to take a lot of damage away from this one. But can Illima get anything going? Really like the death ball we got here from the side of Nongshim. They're going to pick up 3 kills. And that should be the Mountain Drake, which is going to make Kwangdong's life even harder. A lot more difficult.
So we have 2 lessons here. Ilma is doing a great job. Very happy that he's back. And Nongshim, I think, have just won the game into the Kwangdong comp because they killed Draven, which is very unfortunate because he lost a ton of stacks. And they're going to reach that full status now with Mountain Drakes. And as we can see, we do have the Annie being zoned completely. And I think Annie is actually very important to a lot of the damage. And why are we not like making sure Bull's okay? Like, we gotta try something here. Courage doesn't have his kick crucially though until it's too late. So the overall decision from Kwangdong to fight there when they are this death balled up and you don't have the necessary tools to hard force. Yeah, it's 100 stacks. It's really, really sad. Wait, did actually someone say that Chronicler had a gummy, like a green?
Yeah.
I ate a ton of veggies.
You ate a
what
green gummy bear 15 minutes ago, so in fact you did have that. You did
What do
have,
you mean?
You had your greens today. Yeah. Well, it's okay. Can't all be healthy, Chronicler.
No, that's right.
Okay, Illima's getting in there. They're trying to get on top of you, and they will very much zone him out. And no Mihail, as you mentioned. He did teleport in the last fight.
But they're disengaging.
Yeah.
So things are fine.
Hey, guess what? Braum and like, look at this comp. Braum and Gragas. Like, how are you ever going to engage into that? Not to mention the other 2 tanks, or at least one.
That's fine. Continue.
Okay. The 1.5 tanks you also have outside of those 2, and then you have Zeri. So, yeah. Like, what? How are you ever going to engage if you're behind?
You
Pretty
don't.
difficult time, and now they have a Mountain Drake Chronicler.
Times are bad. Times are about to get worse. If they can't get all these Drakes...
You know what I just realized? If you ever cast with G-Clef, you would be Chroniclef.
That'd be great.
That's such a good duo name.
Chroniclef.
Chroniclef.
Would love
Valdez,
that.
is a coconut a nut? No, it's obviously a fruit. Based on what I've learned today, everything's a fruit, so... Like, watermelon's a fruit, pineapple's a fruit.
Wait, did you not think watermelon was fruit?
I mean, I thought it was a fruit, yeah. But I thought maybe, like, it kind of, like, grows underground. We're getting a message from production. Watermelon is not
It's not
fruit.
Okay, well now, I'm really
boy.
glad that production is joining in this
Production
conversation.
has called
It's
Chronicler out.
very important. Chat, we need Wikipedia pulled up. Let us know, is watermelon a fruit? Yes or no? This caster is so
Watermelon
dumb.
is a berry. There you go.
I'm sorry, Kevin. We just don't know anything.
Yeah.
And that's our bad.
Man, Kevin's just calling us out.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, idiot.
Yes, idiots. Oh, man.
Wow.
fruit botanically.
It's the fruit of a plant.
Isn't it a berry?
Okay. So it is fruit.
It is the name of the edible fruit. Okay, so it is a fruit.
Yes.
But are berries fruits?
Well, berries are fruit gastronomically, as I was told here.
Atlas is still talking about coconuts.
Yeah,
Like, we
I
haven't
don't know
even addressed that one.
What's the deal with that
Oh
one?
boy, here we go. Now they're engaging. Nongshim are so comfortable with this lead that see enemy Nautilus, kill enemy Nautilus is now on the table. It's kind of crazy. And
my best stance, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. Like
they're really going to struggle to find angles to engage now because, like, yeah, maybe you can Hextech Ultimatum onto Jiu, but the peel is insane now, and they're so tanky that, like, there's a locket now on Braum, so even Jiu's going to benefit
There's
from that.
exhaust as well. Like, it's just... But what really, what to me is the coolest thing, is that, like, this is a really smart draw from Nongshim, and we just don't see stuff like this too often. Right? Like, it's actually, like, you have Braum with exhaust, Guardian, you have... oh, you guys broke Veldas.
It's called a peepo.
What?
Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, the watermelon is the plant,
Watermelon?
and its fruit is a berry, which is what we eat, and the fruit the berry is called a peepo. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's where we're at.
We finally broke Veldas. Yeah, I've been broken in challengers many a time before. Peepo happy. Peepo melon.
Peepo melon, yeah.
How can you get caught there, even in silver? If you genuinely think that any of these players are a silver level, I have very bad news for you.
Mahal, he's getting owned by Tibbers, so
That's
maybe
fine.
he is.
He's okay.
No, he's fine. Yeah, Bogdan, I think you need to have a better perspective on
You need
this
to have
game.
more faith.
Yeah, you just take a step back and be like, oh, maybe he didn't, like... Okay, anyway. Here we go. That is Illima in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to use his ultimatum onto Braum, of all people. That's really not what you're looking for. Nice kick, though. And it kind of gets Mahal into a bad spot, as the death ball here is actually pretty nice for the side of Nongshim, even though they did lose their Gnar. So they are going to hold on to this. They hold the door up. Illima could never really get into the back line. Bull did peel away one part of the watermelon. But besides that, can they win the follow-up team fight is really the question. Illima is going to
themselves a slice.
Okay, they're trying to get a slice of this watermelon, but down will go the Nautilus, but not down enough, as in goes Illima once again. But the Zeri is so protected. Look at you. He's got 3 people in front of him.
Wait, Bull?
But Bull, he's peeling back this onion very, very nicely. As, okay, Illima goes in, going to take out the Braum, and now there is no front line for Jiu as they flash on in, and the knock-up from the Draven is big! Bull will be able to pull this team fight into their favor and get a Mountain Drake for the team.
That's huge! The damage that Bull, and that is, yeah, he finally got his cash-ins.
Yes.
Thank God. A tough game for Draven. But the combo of Bull and Illima proving to be enough. So let's take a look. This fight starts off with Illima getting taken relatively low, but he does a death dance and is very, very tanky, able to get away. And that flash from Sounda is something that may come back to bite them, as right here, they're able to turn onto Porridge. But crucially, Mihal halves up into the axis and goes down. So now things are looking up for Nongshim. They feel like they were able to get rid of the enemy jungler and want to go for the dragon here, but then crucially the back comes through and Illima teleports in with a fresh health bar. Yeah. And Dill gets taken low.
And the engage says the TP's coming in, which I think was a mistake.
Yeah, and from that point on, Bull just has to not die, which the hard engage is all gone. There is no Gnar. Sejuani doesn't have flash or ult, so you don't have any way of staying alive here, and I don't know about doing Nash. Sounda is there.
Well, I mean, they just want to fight. They're feeling pretty good about their chances. They will press their buttons and fight, and the disengage is here once again. The cask is very strong, but the damage that's coming out of Kwangdong is really huge now. As a massive kick from Courage. He gets to the back line, and Jiu... Oh no. Well, they got the kick, but it wasn't enough, as, the axes actually killed the Zeri. Of all people, Bull is also going to pick up that kill, as nobody dealt with Mahal this time, I guess.
He wasn't there. This was a 4 versus 5.
Well, he got there in the end.
And they still won it. Like the mind-blowing
Alright.
thing. This is one of the best examples of comp diff that we've seen in challengers in a long time. Like they won a 4 versus 5 after Draven got like 2k gold off of one fight.
This is just the 4v5 day. We had it like 7
but
times
this
in our
one
first
worked.
series, and this time it
Although
works.
they don't have a jungler.
That's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah,
a
they're
jungler.
fine.
You don't need
Yeah,
a
they're
jungler
fine.
to take Nash.
They're taking their time.
Yeah.
It's leisurely. It's
Will they
easy
wait
going.
for Zeri? They should.
They
1
should.
second. Okay, there you
Well,
go.
they didn't have smite, so they didn't have a choice.
I thought maybe they could burst it down.
Yeah, this is just comp diff. They engage on Sejuani, which is not great, first and foremost, but with that ultimate, Cleaver actually taken out of the fight for a little bit.
I thought the damage might have been enough, and this kick was huge. Straight into Ando.
Yeah, but look at HH. Like, look at the amount of damage that Braum actually tanks.
Yeah.
And then at this point, Mihao is there, and then he just has to auto people a bunch. Like, there was definitely... We did not have to see Jiwoo die there. That was a bit unfortunate.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, maybe we did.
In the
Payback for all
replay,
the
at least.
Zeri gaming.
So, it's crazy because on paper, Nongshim from this position should just be, you know,
Always
holding the
win.
door
Yeah.
and, you know, throwing in a cask and
It's
just
like
really good into all the engage that Kwangdong have, but somehow, like, Kwangdong are still finding angles, and, okay, this one is not a 5v5. This should go in favor of Nongshim, although the Tibbers is going to get huge value in the front line. It's not quite enough, and down will go Ondil.
So what's really sad is that it's like, as a really you have to get a hero kick here, and even that I don't know if it's enough. But the issue is for Kwangdong that as good as their backline dive is like, if this composition had maybe no Gragas or no Braum, then you can play, right? But you're playing Camille into Gragas, which is horrible because you know what happens when you isolate someone with Camille and try to dive them with the rest of your dive team? Calyx throws an ultimate and he's like... And if that's not enough,
Oh,
Mihao can also get a Camille out of the Exec ultimatum, so there's a ton of ways to deal with it.
Even Mihail is winning the side lane against the Camille just because of all the minions
Because
and
the
stuff with
global
the Baron
gold.
and the amount of gold that Mihail has. Yeah, so
It's up a substantial amount of CS as well, because Ilma had to keep grouping with his team, because if he doesn't, they wouldn't get any of the fights.
yeah.
Times are bad, Valdez.
We did have a
if you're
couple
a
of
Kwangdong
chatters
fan.
that came in and they're like, now do you understand why Kwangdong drafted like this? I'm like, yeah, I do. After they won the team fight
Oh,
with
yeah.
Bull.
Well, I mean, like, we get it. What are you...
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Chat,
It's
be
okay.
nicer.
Chat, just
So
calm down. It's
confused.
all right.
Just chill.
It's okay.
Like, I love
We still
drafts
love
like
you.
this. I've been a big fan of dive draft. Why do you think I'm a Sandbox fan?
And guess what? They might still win.
Could still
They
happen.
could still
Yeah.
win. This is Challengers.
If Jiwoo mispositions once and
Yeah,
dies, like,
sure.
the Nongshim comp doesn't have damage.
Just because we say it should happen, or that a comp is favored in some certain moments, doesn't mean that it will happen, or that they have a 100% chance to win. As now, going in first is Sounda. He is quite tanky. The cask is good, but is the damage there from Jiwoo? They will eventually take down Courage, who did have the GA, and now that Cleaver's gone, should be a done deal here in favor of Nongshim. As Jiwoo, he does kill the bear, and Ilima was just killing minions because the fight was done and he was trying to stop the push. And the end of the game, will he be able to at the end of the day, is the real question, as HH is going to stand in front. Nice exec ultimatum into flash, but it is not enough, as now they will go into the front and they will take it down. Zero casting emotion. Nano, I invite you to just leave.
Just, you know what?
Just leave.
Yeah, I got a solution for that, Vals.
Just
Don't you worry. We have the power here in the Challenger co-stream. We don't have to be nice.
Oh man, Bull was top lane too.
What happened?
He was just in the top lane. He just got zoned away.
Why would you? What happened there?
Yeah.
What? I didn't have chat open. I can't. Please say something again so I can time you out. Please.
No, it's fine. He'll
I would
learn.
appreciate that.
It's okay. He can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, but you have so much emotion, Valdez. Come on. All the
It
emotion
is
would
what it
work.
is. Second Mountain Drake is going to be.
Yeah, no, the
huge.
game's done.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is it done?
Yes.
How do you know?
Even in challengers.
It was me.
It was not you. Emotions by an AI?
That's impossible.
Can't be done. A bowl of soup. You are my favorite chat. You are the best. That's a great name.
Oh, his name is a bowl of soup.
Yeah. Chronicle will take any abuse, but if you direct it at Veldis, yeah, you will get. Yeah, that's actually true. I don't care
It'll
if you
be
flame
crying
me.
fight.
Yeah.
Can we stop throwing everything into the sedge? Well, the issue is that, like,
Yeah.
I mean, who else? Yeah, like, you would ideally throw it into the Zeri, but, like, or even the Gragas, right?
Yeah, but like,
But it's rough because...
Are you really trying to, like you're saying, like, hard engaging on a Gragas with 10-stack Rod, Zhonya's, and Seraphs? Like, it's...
Yeah, it's hard because, I mean...
You have to try something.
You got a front to back. Okay, Courage! He's got the angle, but the stopwatch from GU. Okay, GU's in the front now. Oh, no. But now he wants to be in the front. As now you see Illima's doing an insane amount of damage with the 1Q, but that is not enough. As this game should be over, man, Courage tried so hard to find the angles. Really got to give him, you know, a little slow clap for his effort, but it was not enough. And Nongshim, eventually, they hit their spikes, and they win the game. Game number 1 goes to Nongshim. And there you go.
And they tried their very best. But this was, to me, this was like one of the biggest comp diffs that we've seen in quite a while. Like, I don't know what LCK comp diff to me was this black and white since like Kwangdong against KT. Remember that? The Tristana game? That was the last one that I can remember where I was like loading out of draft. We have to vote. Oh yeah, true. That's very hard, actually.
I don't know who to vote for.
Well, hey.
I've got an idea. It's not going to be Zeri.
You know what?
I have another idea.
Oh, I like that. You like my vote?
Yeah, I saw your vote.
My vote's great. We'll see who ends up getting it. I actually like anyone on Nongshim. I think the 80 carry vote here was fine. Jiwoo did a ton of damage in fights.
Casper is doing some excellent trolling. I love it. Like, actually trolling.
Oh, yeah,
for
that's
fun. Like,
that's
trolling for fun.
That's some big time enjoying of the good old threaded Brion / Brion Giga Chat memes.
It's a good one.
It's the same energy. I appreciate it. Great casks. Yeah, I agree.
So I think the Annie did so much damage in this game. The Tibbers damage is just insane nowadays. My favorite soup is clam chowder, especially in New England if you get a chance. But yeah, I don't know who's gonna get this actually, because the whole comp kind of played as a death ball, right? So at the end of the day, like, everybody did their part, but I had to go for big cask man. Yeah, set up some of those early kills. Kalix, I love his mechanics. I think he's just a really smart player too. So,
what's your
maybe a little biased, but I thought he had a great game.
I really like French onion soup. Yeah, that's classic.
French onion soup is great.
Or just classic like chicken noodle soup. I think the classics are there for a reason. As it will be Kalix. Look at you, Veldis. Good vote.
Only if you 437 CC. But that's okay.
If you were wondering, I vote a Brom. That's more of a coach vote, but I still think I quite like it.
Bomba
vote. Yeah. Well, that was you. And a great choice. Kalix had a great game here on the Gragas. Able to, even with being picked very early in the draft, Gragas doesn't really have a ton of matchups that we've seen thus far. That he's unable to win in, as Veldis is
Someone
trying.
in YouTube chat asked, did Faker play yet? So
yeah,
someone else, Chris responded that
funny...
no, Faker is not playing because he's hunting zebras with death. Makes sense. I'm at soup. The only soup I really like these days are chicken noodle soup. I mean, it's a classic. How many of these players will make it on the main teams this year? Maybe like 4 or 5? Next year,
usually,
not summer, like
something
next
like
year.
That would be my guess. There's a ton of players where I'm like, they could already make it, right? They could have already been there, but not gonna be the case just yet.
All right, guys, that was game number 1 of Nongshim up against Kwangdong. We're gonna take a break and BRB. right, we are back, guys. I hope you didn't wait too long, and perhaps you prepared your bro and brews or your Kwangdong and get your drink-ons before getting into this one. Regardless of drink, it doesn't have to be alcohol, of course. It could be anything you want. It could be water, coffee, tea, or even Gatorade. We accept all different types of drinks here for your Kwangdong and get your drink on, so make sure you do that.
Did you have AA drink in the US? Is that a thing?
AA drink?
Yeah, it's like a brightly orange drink. It's like a sports drink in Europe.
Like two letter
A's, yeah.
No, we didn't have that.
Okay.
Like double A battery or something?
Yeah.
No, we didn't have that, no.
Was it just the Netherlands?
You know
I feel
what's
like
big
there were other
in America
European...
was vitamin water, right as I was leaving. I don't know if it's big anymore.
No, I think that they kind of lost a lot of
It's so
appeal.
funny that like people were like, oh yeah, it's like good for you. It's vitamin water. Literally, it's just
It was
sugar water.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice. It tasted nice,
Yeah, sure.
but it's not healthy, not even remotely.
We have high C. Vitamin water is still big. I could go for some mayo nuggies right now. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
I am definitely hungry, but I just ate some crackers. Those helped a lot.
I ate
good. Plain old cracker.
a big pie is what it's called.
I thought a choco pie.
No, this one is big pie in Korea. It is a very popular little snack. It's like it's got a chocolate outside and then like a crumbly kind of cookie-ish texture right underneath, and then in the middle it's like got this jelly. You know, not a lot of jelly, just like a thin layer. So it's like different level of sweetness. It's very good.
Nice.
Vitamin water and Gatorade are good if you're doing heavy exercise. Otherwise, it's pretty bad for you. That's true. Because you need to replace all that sweat that you're
yeah, for sure.
pushing out of your body. Who amongst all the
Electrolytes.
casters plays the most League?
That's me.
That's Chronicler.
Yeah.
Used to be me in the past, but toned it down a little bit with all of the work that we're doing.
Fits go hard today. Color coding is insane. I know. Look at us.
We wear the same tickets every day.
It's no difference.
But thank you. But
we
thank you.
appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you
I
for your
appreciate it.
comment.
The hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
Huh?
about, Proto Star
What
101?
are you talking about? Coming up here in our chat?
Whom on the
Talking back to
casters is
us?
highest rank? That would be Chronicler. He is currently Wood 4.
Yeah.
The rest of us are Wood 5.
Yeah, I really put a lot of effort to make sure that I'm the highest possible rank. I think it's really important for a caster.
Drink pickle juice. Sounds vinegary.
Don't like that idea.
Kwangdong selected blue side, which they had it in the last game, and they drafted the way that they did. I think that we might see a small change-up, but
Pivots?
generally in challengers, we don't like to mix it up
Pivots
too much.
in my challengers? I know about that. I know about that, Valdez.
You're all good, Protostar 101.
You're
You're
good.
all
Don't
good.
you worry. We love being a little bit in your face with our comebacks, but we also do enjoy it when people are like, "Oh, sorry, you know, we don't want to be mean."
Oh boy, I hope Zeri Lulu.
Yay, Lucian Nami!
Do you
Yeah, we
think Faker
didn't-
will be a
didn't have
champion
that.
in like 5 years?
I do think
After he
that
retires?
if Faker retires, they will probably make him champion.
Immortalize him in the game.
I think so. Well, they'll definitely there'll be a Rise skin, but I'm pretty sure they'll do like an actual champion for specifically Faker. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that that'll happen. Do you two play World of Warcraft at the moment? I do not. And
Nope.
Valdez
I don't
used
anymore.
to, but not anymore.
I had to quit because I'm just working too much.
Yeah.
Will they ban Varus again this time? What do you think? You think they try to keep it available? Ooh. That answers my question.
That's a B1 Varus.
That's a B1 on hit Varus for Bull. Wait, Caitlyn's open.
Now you can't. So the correct pick here is B1 Karma. We have seen. But you know what? The problem with B1 Karma, like Varus lances into Nongshim, is that Jiwoo will just pick Neela and be like, what you gonna do when I had level 6? Huh? What are you gonna do about? Oh no.
Or you can just lock Lee Sin
no.
for no reason. What? What? Okay, so you just pick Caitlyn Karma?
Yeah, or Kate Lux. I guess you could pick Kate Karma, yeah. Is Kate Karma into W angle here? Maybe? Perchance? Possibly? Could be. Can also pick...
Watch them just pick like Camille or something and I just lose my mind.
watch it happen.
Oh, well.
I'm on board. I know. I'm on board with this. What? What?
What?
What? Those champions aren't real.
Those champions aren't real. That's that must be bugs.
Two new
check him,
champions?
PC. Check him, PC. I don't believe.
Two new champions in my video game. Not just one, but two. No Lucian Zeri. No Nami Lulu.
Draven and Nautilus.
Yeah. Yo, that's happening.
Yeah.
Pick Renata.
Remember when I
Pick
said that
pick
Kwangdong were
Renata
just
and
going to
win the
run
game?
back the same composition?
Yeah, because they're Kwangdong. They don't have a lot going on for them, okay? Pick Renata and win the game, no? Well, Braum also wins the game. Also fine, yeah.
Oh, boy. Braum again.
I'm both supremely excited to see Bel'Veth because we got to cast this. We got like one Bel'Veth in the LCK in like the entire It's not a champion. B1 Lee into R1 to Nila Bel'Veth. This is why I used to love challengers. It was gone for so long. It was gone for such a long time. As Casper, your trolling is top-notch.
He is trolling. Yeah, it's
That
great.
is actually amazing.
The coaches decided to let AI draft this one. That makes sense.
That's not Wukong and Sejuani.
I'm done with using Mila with Radiant.
Yeah, no, he does.
Okay.
He goes crit into. No, I'm not kidding. He goes crit
Yeah,
into Radiant Virtue, and his healing done is absurd. No, it was not. Yes, it was amazing. What are you talking about? Just
What are
leave.
you talking about? Hey, I'm
that-
walking here.
Oh, okay. It was like, is that how I sound like?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Draven into Nila Braum is awful, and
Yeah.
Kwangdong is. I guarantee he's gonna really dig in on this no range comp. Well, what you can do into Braum and Nila is you can pick, and Bel'Veth is like
Camille.
pick no, you pick range champions.
Best I can
So,
do
the
is
G-
Silas.
Okay, I'm going to be a little bit serious here, which I don't do often in challenges, because the GP and the Jace
Why?
bans are actually really, really good because it takes away two of the most common hard carry top laners with an incredible amount of range. So oh my god. Nar's fine, like you can't really blind Gwen, but like if you somehow got away with Gwen in this composition, like that'd be insane. Don't pick melee champions, Kwangdong.
Best I can
Don't
do
do
is
it.
Silas.
Nah, it's not a melee champion.
Okay.
I don't love it, but it's not a melee champion.
Still counts. Right? They didn't lock it yet.
It's still very close range, yeah. It doesn't really solve any of your issues, but you can't really blind like anything with actual large amounts of range.
Do we freeze?
Oh. Yeah.
We froze. Okay, guys.
Maybe the timer was off. Ah, okay, we're fine.
Okay, so
We're
you just
vibing.
got like 10 extra seconds. Cannon!
Yeah, Illimat. Well, I hated into his comp, but yeah!
Yeah!
He used to have a great cannon.
So many new champs.
Let's not get excited before anything is locked in. We
It's
do know.
definitely Vayne mid.
Nongshim is, oh my god. No, I like the Syndra more when it's piloted well. I do think that's incredibly strong. I would like something for Bel'Veth to play into, but let's not forget how absurdly good Victor is into Rise. Like, we've seen this match below, what, 70% favored in the LCK?
And Kalix, you know, he's mainly one of these like Zeka types, but the one control mage he plays consistently is actually Victor. So he's on comfort. He's into something. I mean, he's only played it twice, but I mean, the guy in total doesn't have a lot of games, so it seems like this is his pick. So it feels very comfortable. It's a great matchup for him. It provides you with some range damage to go along with what you already have.
Aw, look at Bogdan. To come back on that silver comment I made, I meant I want to learn stuff when I watch shows since I... love that. That's a good comeback.
Thanks, Bogdan.
Hats off to you. Thank you for being a positive and constructive part of the stream. And when it comes to decision making, you should not watch this league. I'm just going to put that up front. That's not... No, but that's not why you watch the league. You watch the league because mechanically, generally, the players are insanely good. You watch to watch the future talent of the LCK develop and to watch Belveth Nila in a draft.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Right?
I like it. I'm just looking forward to Realm Warp slicing Maelstroms. That's all I want to see.
Oh, the
Send your
delivery.
cannon in.
The delivery storm.
I choose you, Pikachu. And you throw him into the enemy
Whose
team.
draft is better? I'd give a 60% advantage to Nongshim. I don't think it's nearly as bad as the first game. Because Cannon doesn't care as much about Brom. And the Nila always kind of throws me for a loop when it comes to knowing how the game will play out. But I'd still say Nongshim is favored because it's really hard for Draven to snowball. Playing Draven into Victor and Brom is a nightmare. So
the winning team's draft is better. So whoever
Smart.
wins the game, I will choose their draft as having been better. So remember
Nice.
after the game that I said that that team had the better draft. Anyway, guys, we're jumping into game 2. Let's go.
I forgot. I was putting up chat. I'm a disgrace. I'm a disappointment. Very sorry, Velves, for letting you and all the Challenger fans down in this way.
I have nothing to say to you.
That's the first do-do-do-do I've missed in every single
it's 'cause,
Challengers cast.
We don't have the chemistry yet. You're so
No,
used
it's
to
not.
casting
No,
with the
no,
guy
no,
with the
no,
cool
no.
hair. Yeah, I
No,
see how
that's
it
not
is.
that. No, that's not. That's not the call. That's not the call.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the reason. I just messed up, Velves, and I am sorry.
Where's the LCK CL studio so I can come watch live?
You can actually watch at the cinema. It is in what is it, Chungmuro? In Seoul? It's the station.
Chungmuro?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's right near Myeongdong,
I think
like the
yeah,
next
I think
stop.
So.
Yeah, it's Chungmuro, as far as I'm aware. And
Yes.
you can
Okay.
get tickets. Production is confirming. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And you can come and watch.
Isn't it a movie theater in Peoria, Oregon?
I can't confirm nor deny that, and I don't. I was advised by my lawyer to not comment on that, so I will not make any.
Yeah, don't mention that again. Or the lawyers will get you.
They will get you.
Yeah. Nobody else is supposed to know about that.
So Gio has done this before, so we know that he is. But this, and when you in solo queue see this summoner combination, run, dodge
Yes.
if you can.
Dodge. Actually dodge.
Actually, just dodge immediately. You might think it'll be fine, but it won't be. It's not going to be worth it, and it'll be a really bad time. Just warning you. Yeah, can't lane. No, early lane's going to be really rough.
But it's optimal on Samira too.
No, I believe that.
Unironically.
Yeah, I believe that. Like Ghost and in general, I think is a great summoner, particularly on like these AoE wombo combo characters. As Sounda is going to possibly want to visit here, but Ilima has a big wave stacked up, so if there's a counter gank, you are kind of out of luck. And yeah, Ilima. How good is Lancer? Because I'm seeing Ilima like this is still the same player. I don't know if the team is good, but
No, I mean, he's better than Lancer so far.
yeah. We'll see.
Does the do song have a name? No, it's
I have no idea.
untitled.
Is it recap? Because already win versus KT last night. Yeah, this is a recap. It's a rebroadcast from the 2025.
Yeah.
Wait, he. Oh no, you won't be on time.
Uh-oh. Okay, flashing on in, trying to land that stun, and he will land it. There is the Q as Ilima will help pick up first blood here for Courage. A very clean gank, and he's going to miss a bunch of CS in the top lane.
Oh, Sounda. Yeah. Once you back there, just go towards the bottom half of the map. Like, you're not going to be in time to actually... Because what happened is they spotted Lee, so Sounda path top in an attempt to try and salvage the top lane, but Meow is dying there. Like, there's no... You're never there in time. Ilima, again, with impeccable setup, right? Like, gets the E with the flash, then the W, and he's stunned. Easy Q to come through for Courage, and very
So
nicely
Miles
done.
still has flash. He absolutely could have flashed the shuriken, like the Q
Yeah,
from Kennen.
should have.
like, if you get flashed on by a Pikachu, there's not much you can do about that one, but he absolutely should have flashed left, especially after seeing the Lee Sin. So this is the second time now in a row that he's actually struggled with his flashes with the dives.
I do, yeah, well, if Sauna wasn't pathing up, then maybe, I don't know, because I think you die no matter what there because you're mini Gnar as well. Even if Courage doesn't hit it, like he still has flash, and he had his trinket at that point in time. But yeah, I'd probably just flash it and pray you survive. And if Sounda's there like a little bit earlier, then you'll be fine. Yeah, the wave state's not great for Mihao. This wave is pushing away from him. His jungler is still on the bottom half of the map. And
at least he has his flash.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Bel'Veth is a champion that we haven't really seen. I think that she's kind of weird in that her early game is quite strong. And then in theory, she should be good late game, but then in practice, she really isn't because she's a fairly... Yeah, this is the problem that Gnar runs into a lot, which Gnar is a ranged champion that at times is melee. But he really relies on his ranged form being a lane bully, but into Cannon, he's not a lane bully because Cannon actually outtrades him with like auto Q auto, so you don't do that much.
All right, nice little look into this one. The Q does not go in for Courage. I thought it actually hit there, which is pretty interesting. Now Bel'Veth is coming on over, trying to do the zig, the zag, and the zog, and the zwog. He will get in and eat the Kennen alive. Down goes Illima, who of course did not have flash because he used it earlier. It looks like his Z was down as well.
For Illima getting a little bit overexcited there. They had the wave pushing into him, so there was... Ooh.
Okay, trying to make a play here is Courage. Will force the flash out of Kalix, which definitely very worth.
Yeah, if you didn't, if Illima isn't in a gankable position there, he's always going to get the wave shoved in, right? Like it's just bait. Like he gets distracted. Wave actually was still pushing into him. Like he would have been fine, just holding it there and trying to zone off, but went for a cancel on the base, or on the ward rather, when we didn't know where Sounda was. And giving over an early kill to Bel'Veth is really, really bad. Because if Bel'Veth gets an early Herald, you might not have seen Bel'Veth yet, it's really, really bad. Because she turns into a true Manta Ray, which is very cool. But more importantly, she can Q over walls, which already feels good. She's a lot stronger in terms of combat. And when she is in a wave, the minions that die turn into little voidlings.
Yes,
and
they do.
It is not fun to play into. And it can snowball a game very, very quickly. It's also why we saw Bel'Veth in the LCK kind of fall out of favor, because if you don't get the early Herald skirmish, then just kind of don't do a whole lot.
Well, I mean, at least he looks cool, right? They tried to start up the dragon, and it got denied by Guangdong, who say, no, we are just a better 4 at this moment in time, and that they are. So they are just going to be able to bully them out. Kalix had a wave on top of him in the turret. He also doesn't have flash, so it's kind of an awkward spot for Nongshim anyway. So they're just going to give this one up. Early Drakes are okay, but definitely don't want to let Guangdong start stacking them with what they've got in their comp.
What's also notable is that Geo and HH have been able to just completely stay on CS parity with their opponents. About to hit level 6 as well. This is an all-in you need to 100% respect. If you are Bull and Andil, you can't take any risks.
I'm just going to pretend we didn't see that.
Nah, that's fine. There's no cooldown on Gnar, right?
We're just going to pretend we didn't see
that's
that. Okay. Do you think that Bull and Andil know?
About what? That they need to respect?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. I was just curious. I mean, what you thought about it.
Yeah, I think that the Braum is just insanely... Like, Braum is just such a stupid good champion into both Draven and Nautilus that there aren't really any windows. As this is... Courage has gone for... It's probably Eclipse League? So it's like one tap lead.
It could just be like an early Dirk, right?
Could be, but in jungle in particular, I don't think it's really worth to delay your Mythic Spike by such an amount. Like, maybe it's Underglaive, but like I don't really see that working outside of solo queue. And junglers get so much less resources compared to bot laners, where if you're like a Lucian and you get your Dirk, right, like maybe you get a kill and you get 10 CS per minute, you'll be completely fine. But with the current state of jungle, don't think things are looking too hot. Also, do note that this is Herald going over. This is what we were talking about.
Definitely didn't see the little frog. now as he is down. I know, I'm just memeing about that. I know that he actually can't see it, and that only we can.
But as Ilma, you have a sneaky suspicion because you get the notification when you are Mihail here that, hey, there is in fact a lead in top. Just got Herald. And you're still pushing like this. So, and we just took Drake, we just took the objective. Where, oh where? Yeah, like, he knew. Yeah, he knew the whole time. Like, why else would Mihail play that way? That's a good read from Ilma there.
Let's see.
The bias is hard to watch, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know Casper is trolling, but I'm not sure about Mika Mister.
I'm gonna assume that they are. That
yeah,
the other person in question is trolling as well.
Yeah, I just like to assume he's
There's
trolling.
only one team that I'm blatantly biased for, and it's D+, because they're amazing. Well, they've been okay this... Well, I say okay, they're still first place.
Yeah, anyway, KT are better than them, so whatever. It's going to be KT versus DK in the finals, and we'll see.
2-0 again by Longship?
Yeah, I don't remember that. Didn't happen.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Shieldbow looking to be the first buy here for Sounda. Now, Blade the Rune King obviously very good on Bel'Veth because of her E and her ability to stack the Conqueror very quickly. And Conqueror and Blade feel like a great first spike. You see, this is just straight up like, I assume Eclipse Lee? If it's Proud of Claudia, I don't know what I'll do. I don't think it'll be very good, but we'll figure it out. That's not Shieldbow. No, we'll see what Jiwoo does. Jiwoo generally likes to do what Jiwoo does. We don't always have a great read in it. He's a very eclectic player, but he has won challengers, so just have some faith.
All right.
That's cool.
He's trying to force this, I guess. He kind of just ran straight into that one as ult traded in the top side. Mihail is doing much more in terms of this trade. Throws the boulders, got another one, forces the flash out of Ilima. And even though this started off so well for Ilimus Kennen, not looking so hot in these last couple of trades.
Main thing here is that I think he's sitting on a pretty substantial amount of gold. As we're going to see his back here, we'll be able to pick up a... Oh. So yeah, there you go. That'll explain why the trade was as bad as it was. Oh, and then this timing from Sound as nice cancel.
Wrecked.
Might help out with the Drake.
Let's see this. Here comes Sounda, but the dash is already in. Doesn't matter. Knock-up hits, as do they have the damage, as trying to get in there for the little feast. It's always what I think about when she like goes to town. But yeah.
I wish these casters would stop talking. Do they think it's their job or something? That's a great comment.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Nice camp top, yeah.
Yes,
I
very
agree.
camp. Very much camp.
Camp top. Have you seen Camp Rock? Because I never had, and then
Camp Rock?
Yeah, and then Tamara made. It's a movie with the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato.
Absolutely, Matt. Not.
Okay, yeah, I watched it, and I didn't really enjoy it.
Bazinga! We just got Bazinga.
We just got. Oh, I thought he meant it.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, I'm all down for chat just trolling us as content. That's wonderful. Because if it was genuine, you get timed out. But if it's a Bazinga, then it's fine.
Isn't it Bazinga?
It is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's about the spirit of the Bazinga. It's not about the spell.
Hey, Wolf is back. I just realized.
How's he doing? Ooh, okay, we got the Herald. We still have not seen Sounda be able to become a real manta ray. So right now it's only a movie, you know, it's only a dream.
It was all a dream.
It's a distant...
I used to read Word Up magazine. We're back to this. Guangdong are going to pick this up.
Oh, it's Guildforce again. I knew it. Damn it, you.
All right, bye, Wolf. Enjoy your Morgana.
Good luck.
Oh, and they're getting into this fight. It is Braum.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He flashes away as he is not going to help his team. Bull is just on the run, and he gets lasered on his way out. And Cleaver in a little bit of trouble as well. Guangdong, they did pick up the Drake, but okay. I mean, they're eventually able to get the Braum, which seemed to be their first objective, funnily enough, as out goes Courage, and in goes Sounda. Looking for a little bit more. This Bel'Veth is getting so fed in this early game. That's going to be a couple of kills now. Blah.
Maybe he's more like, because, you know, you...
I like tier 1 better.
Okay.
Blah.
Blah! As the Void Coral explodes, I guess. Sounder, as we saw
and he
there,
lost his stacks.
when you get the kill, you can queue over walls. It's the best feeling as a Bel'Veth. You feel like an actual champion all of a sudden. And yeah, Stacks lost on ball game, but he had the last game, and then you know they still lost. As little chunk.
Goodbye. Shield boom,
And
lead
this
for
is
Velvet.
again like just Dan Brom. Like look at how much damage they throw into this Brom, and then a nice kick from Courage.
We
but the
fight
fight's
Brom.
already lost. Like the fight's already done.
We fight Brom.
Don't fight him. Let him live.
We don't like Brom, we fight
I
Brom.
mean, eventually he dies here, which I guess is nice, but this is so like, oh. That's a nice Q. A Q angle there from Sana. Clearly a Bel'Veth enjoyer who wins, guys.
KDF easy. I love
She
Casper
will
is
please
just
no
a
Navari. He will.
he's a professional troll.
Yeah, really.
That is his job in this chat.
Is Chronicler a jungler? I am. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
a great one, but I am. As shield ball first here for Sounder. It'll be very tough to focus down with the upfront burst that's there for Kwangdong. Fight might
What
happen.
could go wrong hooking the Brom again?
Maybe the 4th time it works.
Uh-oh, he's going to hold the door. That's a big knockup into that front line. Down. Oh, man. Illima just dies immediately as he jumps into the fight. That is so unfortunate for them, but now Kwangdong are just getting erased from this map. As Bull, you know, he's pretty fast at least. He is going to be able to walk it out, but that is a second Rift Herald.
There they are.
3 more
Look at them
kills.
go.
And here we go. Look at those little dudes.
We go to the next
Are
wave.
you the left one and I'm the right one?
Yeah.
I can't see them. They're under the...
They're hidden underneath the wave. They're
All
still
right.
there.
Here
They're
we go.
still going.
All right. All right, we did it. We got 3 turrets. White flag raised. They're like, this game is over.
Oh my god, the game's done.
Yeah.
So
the Bel'Veth is 4-0.
I loved it. I loved it when I said, you know, Bel'Veth is great if she can get Herald, and she got 1 Herald, and they got 3 turrets.
We didn't RP dying. Wow.
Oh, that was a good Void Screech. Love that.
Yeah. I haven't practiced that for the last 15 years.
He was ready. Really? Oh, as he gets kicked away.
And this is the saddest cannon I've ever seen.
Like, what? Yeah, you have to. What are you gonna do? Not a lot, because their comp's just not. Cambrock 2 is better.
I'm getting called out.
Cambrock 1 is not a good movie, and I refuse to go. Like, I haven't seen Cambrock 2. Maybe it is better. I've also watched all the High School Musicals. I actually, you know, I think it's just 1, 2, and 3.
I watched one.
I didn't want to watch them, but I had to. Because of my
Forced
fiance.
watching?
Kind of, yeah. She was like, "No, we're gonna watch them. They're great." And then we watched them, and she sang along to all the songs, and I was just like, "Yep, this is
Sorry
this
that
is definitely
happens.
a movie." Ah, it was fine. I made her watch a ton of anime.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Well, man, she enjoys the anime. I didn't particularly
Oh.
enjoy Camp Rock.
We're all in this together. Everybody knows that song.
Everyone
if you
knows
didn't
that one.
see
Okay,
High School Musical.
but
Not like I've
School of-
watched it
School
like
of-
500 times.
Yeah, School of Rock is a really good movie, right? Like School of Rock to me is completely different because that's actually just an amazing Jack Black movie that totally holds up and is great. But Camp Rock is horrible, and you should not watch it unless you wanna giggle, and just be like, the game's so boring, guys. Do Voidlock impression, respectful. We try our best. We try our best.
You know, if Atlas, like, let's say the Void comes out in the first expansion of the Riot MMO and Atlas goes Void, I'll probably go Void with him. I think I would enjoy that. But again, I'd have to take a look at all the different classes and stuff.
I really don't know because it depends so much on how the MMO is going to be shaping.
Exactly. Look at those 2 top laners. Neither of them are doing anything. They want to TP. They
Here
just
they
want to
go.
TP. No fighting. All right, here we go. Yep. Miles in. He's got Meganar in a second here. They get onto Jiwoo with that Naut Altez. On the right side, down will go Collix, basically for free as the Gnar is doing a fantastic job of frontlining. They can't get on top of Bull, though. As over the wall, everybody seemingly goes, as still Bull is doing a good job of kiting this one back. The damage not there into the Draven, and you see Cleaver is bouncing so much of this magic damage with the rise as HH. He probably just saved all three of them by just running forward, actually puts a stop to their push, and that's actually going to be a Kwangdong Freaks win.
Oh, and what we saw there was that Illima assassinating specifically Calyx meant that the composition outside of the upfront burst didn't have enough damage. Right? Like they were just severe. Oh, this is very risky. I don't know about this one. They were just severely
There's a giant
missing.
manta ray in the bush. As Belveth is just gigantic now, as, yep, just going to go to town onto that one, as now.
Wait, I don't know if they win this.
Meganar comes in.
Oh,
Cube
never
miss.
mind. Calyx teleported to top, so I think they're fine now.
Okay, I mean, they're going to go in for this one. The Meganar is into the wall as they get
Wait.
onto the back, into ball. And the Belveth is just massive. Look at him, he's got 4 kills, 5 assists, he's looking for more. Is not quite able to dig there in onto Iondel, but now Jiu's going to come on over, baits them into this long fight. Can they dive this turret? Doesn't look like it, but still able to trade 1 for 2, and now they're going to get this turret too.
Well, easy POG vote, Veldas. Oh my
Braum, right?
God, no, not even me.
Not this
Can
time.
justify that one as Illima going for the wraparound, and this should be, with that blast cone in particular, at that Calyx, but Illima is also very low.
Illima's running and Cleaver's just running after Calyx. As now, yeah, you're not going to get over the wall. Cleaver doesn't have flash, so
warp. That's so sad.
Not able to get quite in there. Cleaver did also use his teleport to do this.
Courage on a mission.
What?
He was ready. He was expecting it.
actually ready.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Calyx, what a game. As I love that we don't get the actual fight, because the fight was, I think, well played by Illima. The top skirmish, obviously, not so much. Not respecting the picture even remotely. And this is so this is where Sounda stacks the Conqueror very, very quickly, gets the first heal from the Void Corral, and then do keep in mind there are no ultimates available here.
And that one's called.
Yeah, they haven't actually backed here. Right, so because they haven't backed yet, like they haven't spent the gold that they got in this fight, and now at this point, Sounda expects to again with the or his Conqueror rather, and like particularly with Shield Ball, like you're just never gonna die. Like it's just they don't have the damage; it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, the skirmish potential, he cannot be burst down really. As you mentioned, lack of damage is HH. He holds the door. I mean, even face checking a brush where a bunch of the enemy are, it doesn't matter. He holds up the door. And he wins, or he doesn't win, but he stays alive.
I love this team. As
Jiu doesn't have Ghost, rather. He does have the cleanse. He's able to hop over to HH as Meganar is behind them. But it looks like they are able to shoo him away.
The saving grace and the reason why we can't be certain this game is over is because Kwangdong is 1 Drake away from Infernal Soul, and you might be behind. You might be playing into a like 4 or 5 Belveth.
Do Baron.
But if you get Infernal Soul, then none of that really matters, because Infernal Soul is busted. No, you can't do Baron.
Do Baron.
No, let it go.
We do Baron?
No, you do not do Baron. There you go. Don't do Baron. Flip it on the Soul. And you can even, if you're smart and you're Kwangdong, you can shove out bot side, right? You have a pushing wave there. Teleport Illima there. Shove out that bot side. Get a deep shove, then make your way over to the Baron, and you can just get Baron when Nongshim is going to try and go for the Drake. Because Nongshim getting the Drake doesn't matter. You can get Baron, then you can get back. Even in terms of gold, well, they should do Baron, yeah.
Yeah, Nongshim can do Baron. But this should be obvious. I mean, they just cleared a word. You have to check this.
Well, they're on their way.
Uh-oh, the turn could come through here as well. And yes, they should absolutely know now with HH's positioning.
The damage is not that high here.
Yeah, not quite. As Cards is like, yeah, I see you.
Meganar's about to time out.
I'm trying to turn as the Meganar into the wall, but the damage still is there. The Neela ult gets 2 of them in the front, but now that puts Jiu in a bad spot. As in the back line is Ondil, but he will get burned down. As so many low health bars here for the side of Nongshim. As Q sails wide. They're still kind of corralling them here in the mid lane, but I don't think that Nongshim can really push onto this. Not with their lack of health.
Ooh, Meow. Gets tagged. Not going to be the case. And yeah, we see that the Nongshim Come does lack damage. The quick play is now done for Jiwoo. gone for Guild Force Quick Blades, which if Nilu, if Jiwoo, Nila, yeah, exactly, says that's good, then I'm kind of I'm on board with this. It's actually Nihao with his Gnar, and again gets off the kick before Courage is able to actually kick him away, right? So as a result, able to. It's funny. I think Sounder didn't get an assist there, which is why he couldn't eat the Nautilus. Corral. I don't know if it's eat or explode or like absorb. Not 100% sure. It's
okay,
bugged.
look at this.
Yeah, I love this. Perfect.
This is fantastic.
Really,
now,
really good.
they are going to pull off of this, though. So, but it's going to pull Nongshim off of the Infernal. Will they stick onto this and look for a turn? The damage is decent, as we don't have the Maelstrom right now for the cannon. It's going to come down to a flip as... Oh, no! There's no more Lee Sin! They don't have a smite! Belfast goes in! And that is the Baron into the hands of Nongshim for free! They say thank you so much for the leash! And that might just be it, Chronicler. I mean, they're not going to end the game here, or will they? They're actually pushing mid. They do have Baron after all. And remember, they took down these three turrets before, so maybe they actually can.
I'm gonna vote Sounda, but Calix's Victor has actually been nuts.
It has.
Like
he's such a good player.
No,
man.
but he's also, look at this build. Like, you see what this man is doing to people?
Yep. He actually does damage. Imagine that. As okay. I mean, they're
He's
trying to
just
put on the defense
shredding
here. That's a
everyone.
nice kick from Courage. As the turret still stands, they're trying to just buy time for Bull to make his way back, but it's only one axe, and yeah, they could just target down. Yeah, they're just gonna take down Bull as well first, just adding to their KDA before they even get onto this Nexus. And a straight up 2-0 that is unfortunately going to kill the 9-game day, but it was still a very fun win for Nongshim. Fun game after all, and these guys just keep showing better and better stuff.
I deeply appreciate that even with Nongshim's roster not being the same anymore, because the roster was moved up to challengers. This is what made this team so fun to watch last year as well. It's their willingness to be creative. Oh, I didn't want to watch this fight again. As
yes,
it actually
did.
is. Look at Calix. Like that's
wow. He
like,
actually does damage. Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can build damage victors in any LCK or CL match. That'd be
Guys
great.
just tell me to watch Challenger now. I got to be prepared to testify about the war crimes I just witnessed. Pretty much, man. It's rough.
But
it's rough.
I still voted for Belvath, chat. Like don't let anyone fool you otherwise.
You know, I wanted to even vote for Mihail. Like his Gnar
was
actually huge.
And the main thing for me is that Nongshim is a team that last year won challengers in summer because of their creativity and their tenacious nature, and then in spring were able to make the run in the first place because they were underdogs and they were able to kind of work through that regardless. And this year the team has the same tenacity, but now they have like these even zanier drafts than they did last time around, which I think is awesome. They are looking better and better. They 2-0'd KT. Now, 2-0 over Guangdong is not necessarily something to get like super hyped up.
Yeah, and it wasn't, you know, I mean, this is still challengers. It's not like it was super clean, but it was it was relatively clean.
No,
especially for challenger level and
Yeah.
like a mid-level team in challengers. Like, I think with the addition of Calix, like, I know there was the one guy kind of trolling me before, but the guy is really sick. Like, he's got a lot of potential. And, you know, we love potential here on this cast. The guy is 15 years old, 2007.
And he's building full damage Victor.
He's
and
building the correct Victor build.
That's all you need to convince. That's how sad Valdez and I have been, and any LCK cast really, about the state of itemization, where it's like, wait, he went damage on Victor? And then they do, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine, this could have been Crown Victor.
The mechanics also are just really nice. The
Well,
duo of Carmen, Calix, and
yeah.
Academy has been quite lethal in
I completely
LCK
believe that.
Academy. 2007 was 30. No, it wasn't.
No. Yeah, they're extremely young. Either Calix or Sauna getting it was fine. I think Sauna ran the
Pretty
early
much.
game, and then Calix won like 2 of the 3 big team fights later on.
And then Mihail with some big Gnar ultimates.
Yeah.
Like it's hard because so many members of Nongshim played so well, so it's like kind of hard to pick one. I'm actually fine with all 3 of them.
I really am.
Like
As long as it's not
Probably
Jiwoo,
Kalix and Sounda will be number 1 and 2, but like
that'd
throw
be my
Mihail
guess.
into like top 3.
I love this Nila though because it's such a. It feels like teams don't really know what to do about it, and then in the team fight, it just helps set up, right? Like it's actually just a setup pick, which makes the build even better.
There you go.
From the mid laner, because if he doesn't go full damage and like Nila goes in and she has some burst, but it's not like she can like 1v9 team fight the way some other hyper carries can.
Sorry,
Sounda!
Kevin Kim.
Kevin Kim very sad.
It's okay.
It's okay. We
Don't worry.
acknowledge.
We acknowledge him, and he's going to get a lot of POGs in the future,
and
so it's okay.
Nongshim is 4-0 now. Like over their last 2 matches. Like, and again, Kwangdong is one thing, but they also 2-0 at KT. And that's a genuine achievement.
Keep in mind, Kevin, I was there when Kalix played his first match in Challengers. Wolf, it was Wolf and I, and he subbed in for game 2, I think. And we were like, okay, well, you know, they got this new guy, and I think Kevin Kim was there in the chat. He's like, oh my god, this guy's sick. You gotta watch him from Academy. He's amazing. And so we were like, oh, that's pretty hype.
Kevin.
Okay, let's watch. And then we were like, oh, he's quite good. No, he played that Silas game that I remember. That was really I don't know if they won, but his mechanics were sick, and we were like, whoa, that guy's actually good, even though they lost. Like, I'm not exactly sure, but
Sup? It's time for the.
He's getting even better. Which is
do
cool.
Wolf and you have a name for the caster community corner? Yeah, we have C4, which is the caster community and chat corner, where we just talk to chat.
Caster community chat corner.
Yeah, we just talk to chat. So if you have any questions, chat, now's the time. For like, why are you guys not talking about game? Well, right now you have the answer to that. Because there is no game.
What do you mean? Life is a game.
Is it? What are you playing right now, fellas?
I'm playing Life.
Are you?
Oh, did you want to ask me like what games am I playing nowadays?
I mean, we're only playing LCK, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm playing this great game on my phone recently. It's called
tell them about
Craft Bound. You literally just craft things. You
it's
gather
so
stuff
nice.
and then you craft them, and that's it.
I ask Velvis all the time about like, oh, what are you
my
crafting
iron
today?
bars.
It's like, oh yeah, 1,500 iron bars. Nice.
Yes.
How long does it take?
And that's
like
what I
8
do.
hours.
Where was Hooney's chair last night?
Oh, yeah, we did one second. Well, we don't have a nice second chair.
Oh yeah, he was sitting
on
the ground
so
next to you.
next time, Hooney and I will swap. But he wanted me to draw, so I because the drawing is kind of iffy. So I took that, and then you do get the chair if you are the drawer.
FlyQuest or T1? T1.
Chronicler Best Carly album, Emotion for me. But
when is the next game? 30 minutes from now.
Give
35
or take.
minutes.
Yeah.
Probably.
How many more games? One more
Just 2-0.
series. We will have. Is it KTT1? Pretty sure it's KTT. Yeah,
it is
Telecom
the
War.
Challenger Telecom
Round
War.
2 Telecom. Well, the Telecom War
Where
in the
is
LCK
Faker?
was not good. It was bad.
Who are these players?
It was a
Where
bad
is
time.
Faker?
If you're a KT fan, if you're a T1 fan, you had a wonderful time.
Oh my god, there's actually a guy in YouTube chat that's Faker.
Aren't your hands tired holding mics? It's
No.
fine. It doesn't really. No, I thought
No,
it'd be
they're
worse,
not.
but it's fine.
Because I think Wolf explained this one time, but our chairs have armrests. So what happens is you put your elbow on the armrest,
It's resting.
and then you just
It
keep
pivots.
the angle, and you see like the force is down even though the weight is there, but it's put onto a rest, and that allows you to just hang out.
Caster should be a bad pick in pro play. You have to display an absurd level of mechanical skill to make him only playable, not even a god. Like, yeah, true.
True.
100% right.
Kalix may be the next Faker. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, he does have a lot of potential. He has some of the best mechanics I've seen in Challengers from a mid laner. So maybe, but
builds the
we've
good-
seen a lot of big hyped up players that go to the LCK and then they're like, oh, this is really scary and hard and difficult and everybody's so much better.
Karis.
What do I do?
Yeah, and it really it puts into perspective how good the LCK is, which obviously we're LCK casters, so we're going to be super biased. But I have seen a lot of Challenger players over the last 2 years go to random places. And generally, Challenger players in other places do pretty damn well. You know who was in the LEC finals?
That guy, Chasey.
Chasey.
Yeah.
And he was in back then Dom1 in 2021.
Any players?
And he was okay. Wasn't great.
Any players
just
you want to
fine.
point out in our next matchup? Funnily enough, here in Challengers, KT should be favored. It's a bit different from LCK.
Highly, yeah.
So there's a bunch actually on both sides. I think that Smash is probably the main guy from T1, right?
Smash would be my Smash and Doll.
Doll's quite strong too.
I'm personally not too high on Forest. I think Forest is too inconsistent without like the really high highs that you're looking for. Although last split there was a little better, and then Bay is Bay, so like that's a known quantity that we already know what he offers, what he does. But T1 really likes putting experienced players with their challenger rosters. So in the first year I did challenges, it was Roach and Mowgli. And Roach now, of course, is working with the main team. And then Mowgli is coaching for last year DRX and this year Hanwha. And then last year it was... Who was it last year?
Let me look at my papers.
No, it was like the T1 lineup from last year. I don't remember.
Berserker?
No, that was 2021. Because Berserker went to...
2021 wasn't last year.
Oh, sorry, 2022.
Aware.
Yeah, Aware. That was... Oh, Toland. Yeah, that was Photon
Toland, yeah.
Photon Toland is teamless, by the way. Pick him up if you're watching, like, and you have a team.
Papa Smithy.
Pick him up. Like, Toland's really good.
And what about KT? Because I feel like pretty much every player is strong. I would say that, in my mind, Feisty is really strong, but also Hype is...
Feisty and Hype, yeah.
One of the guys that, like, I think Feisty gets a lot of the... You know, he has the most POGs, right? So it's everybody, oh, we got to watch Feisty, but like Hype is also insane. And he knows how to play Jhin. So that's Hype. Castle, very strong. Hanbok, also very strong.
Wei is, I'm very excited about. I don't even know, usually he plays like game 2. Because Wei is kind of being worked and he's like one of the extremely young players as well.
Yeah, Rebel is like already good, but Wei is like, actually they're both 2002.
Okay, well then maybe more so in terms of experience would make sense as well. The Way perfect combo, yeah, exactly. Our Academy games streamed. Yes, but if you're not Korean, watching Academy is really hard. Trust me, I tried. and it's not, yeah, it's also like a series of separate tournaments as opposed to a league. So it's really hard to find stats from. It's really hard to watch consistently unless you speak Korean. But that's where a lot of the challenger players come from. They get scouted in Academy. And then from Academy, they make their way over to the main teams, or they make a team, like you have like Academy organizations like Shadow Corp, who we talked about previously, Spear, and like just random teams that players themselves just for.
Kevin Kim doing God's work.
Yeah. I mean, you
There
can
you
watch
go.
him. But yeah, it's tough. Most recent finals was Hanwha Live Academy versus DRX Academy.
DRX Academy won.
Nice.
There you go.
And that's the match that's the matchup that we'll have next. As talking gets increasingly difficult. So we were actually having a
How did you guys come up with your
talk
tags
earlier.
and names? Mine is my last name in real life.
Mine is a character from what was at the time my favorite novel. It is no longer my favorite novel. Not because it was the first novel still great. Second novel was okay, and the third novel was supposed to come out 10 years ago. Yeah, no, we were having a discussion earlier. So I'm currently it's a bit too warm for me. But for you, it's like, it's nice. It's like comfortable.
It's getting warmer now.
It's getting, yeah, okay.
Also, I think once I eat food, definitely.
Yeah,
We're
a
gonna have
little
to-
bit of AC,
It's
maybe.
getting hot in here.
Oh, hot. And yeah, no, I'm not going to say the next part of that song, but it's a great song.
Dongmu will
It's a
be making her
classic.
debut in the LCK Academy series in the March Open tournament. Her match will be broadcast live on
Ooh,
Caspa's official channel,
You
round
should
of
tweet that.
16.
people really want to know.
You should tweet that. And
Yeah, people really want to know.
probably at least one of us will retweet it. Kwangdong
I
won.
will.
No, they did not.
No, unfortunately not.
Channel
Rothfuss,
points?
yeah.
I wish we could do channel points or
Channel
anything
points.
fun in this chat.
Emojis.
No, not
No.
allowed.
This is a serious chat.
Banned.
Serious chat for serious people only.
Gamba? No.
No.
F.
You know, is Gamba also a name for
What
shrimp
time does
in
the
other
Faker
languages?
game start? On that note, guys, we have been told to stop commenting, so we'll never know when Faker gets to play. We're going to go to a break and be back in about 35 minutes. Don't go anywhere.